one of the first things I like to do is just to see what the algorithm's going to spit out at me once I get into Facebook Marketplace. And I'm not disappointed. It does know what I'm looking for. So, I can see a few Coke machines because I have been looking for a soda machine for the garage. Some DJ equipment. I've been looking at some DJ equipment, but I solved that problem. And books. I don't know why would it throw that into my algorithm, but okay. An Aunt Jemima night table. Right on. Blockbuster sign. I don't know why I would want that, but I kind of do. All right. First on the list, RX-7 1987 GXL. This is a 1987 RX-7 GXL. Good condition, has rust on sunroof, and gas tank is out for fuel pump replacement. Will not currently run. Not registered. All right. This is in Punta Gorda, Florida. Everything looks complete here. This is pretty much a stock OEM engine bay. There's a few things in here that don't make sense. Like, for example, this little heat shield thing here or bubble wrap. Got some bungee cords on this side, possibly holding down the engine. But one of the things that I do notice that's really good that it has is all these little plastic pieces. See all this stuff here? Most of the times these things are missing because some kid thought that he's doing some weight reduction by taking these things off and taking about maybe a quarter pound, if that, of plastic off. However, this piece here is very important because the heat from the engine bay will heat up the hood, and the paint on the other side of the hood will start to deteriorate. You don't want that. You want these things. Trust me. I was that kid that one time, and I took them off, and guess what happened? My hood just cooked. I cooked the paint on it. Destroyed it. But these plastics here are really important too, because this is what the air that gets in between the hood and the engine, this directs the air to where it needs to. Or water, like let's say you're driving and it's raining, water doesn't get into areas that you don't want to. So there was actually an engineer that went to school, graduated, and figured out that all of these parts were necessary, and he designed them and implemented them. So pretty much, don't take them off. Don't take them off. And if anybody's building a car, an RX-7, this is a great parts car. Let's see what else he's got here. All right. Engine, the red paint usually gets like this if it's not taken care of. It oxidizes. This is just something about red paint from the 80s and the 90s. It just does that. It's got all the trim. Bumper looks pretty complete. The car looks pretty complete, and yes, there's considerable amount of rust on that sunroof. You're gonna have to abandon that and get a new one. I don't think you can probably fix that. This guy's got a nice tricked out garage too. Look at that. Power cable from the roof, from the ceiling. He's got a couple other projects, RX-7 in the background. And what they would call it an FA? I don't know, because this is called the FB, but I don't know if that's the chassis FA. I know them by another name. They call them the Roaches because they look like a little roach. Great little cars. All right, here's the picture of the other RX-7, the first gen. These things came with the 12A. I don't know. I don't know if he's selling this. It doesn't look like it. But it's just, I guess, one of the pictures that got snuck in. Thanks for that. Carbureted 12A 1.2 liter rotary engine. These came with a 1.3 or a 13B. All right, flat tire. Okay, the interior looks pretty complete. Stock radio. Dash doesn't look cracked, but this little piece right here, that looks like it's cracked there. Interior could need some attention. And you know what? If she would just wash it and get it detailed, I think she can pull a little bit more money. But being $3,000, I think this is a great deal. Interior rug is all here. Door cards. dude, why do people take off the door cards? Just don't take those things off. And usually when they take them off, it's to fix something. I can understand, but most of the times they're missing. Look at all the trim. All the interior trim. The A-pillars there. Look at that. The interior is a little... looks dirty, but maybe that's the color of the fabric. I don't know. If you would clean it up, maybe you can squeeze a little bit more money out of it. Another picture here of the engine bay. Looks pretty complete. Looks really complete. It's got some rusted pulleys here. It's got some areas here that have rust. I wonder where the car came from, if it was originally from Florida. Florida cars don't really normally rust out like the cars from the northeast or from snowy areas. They do rust because we're very humid, but not as bad as the northeast. But still rust out and aren't as preserved as the ones in California. Though California cars do rust. I've seen them. All right, thank you so much. $3,000. I think this is a deal. Definitely a good starter project or an excellent parts car. All right, R32 Nissan GTR Other. What's it mean by other? Okay. Silver R32. They made 1 million of these things. So they're not as rare as the R33s or R34s, but still pretty trick. It's probably at a Nissan club. Look, there's a 240 out here, a 300Z here, an MR2. Oh yeah, dude, he's hanging out. Has 99% of the parts to fix. Only needs new valves and possibly a new clutch. Chassis unknown. Odometer was swapped in and has like 20 kilometers on it. Maybe. I don't know. Why would you? All right. Car is in Florida. Carbon fiber hood and wing. No trades. Don't come with your motorcycle or your pickup truck. No trades. He wants cash money. How much does he want? $19,500. I don't know. $19,000, huh? That's not so bad. A little high up there for a 1994, but it is a Skyline. And if it's a true GTR, all-wheel drive, RB25 or RB26 motor, not a bad deal. Sometimes he's just getting them into the United States. Buying it in Japan, getting it here will cost you $19,500, and sometimes you don't even know what you're getting. So at least this one you can actually take a look at and look it over, test drive it. So I would say pretty good. Let's see if he's got any other pictures. All right, the wheels need some cleaning. Just detail it, guys. Detail it. I bet you can get some. You can get some more money out of it. Let's see. All right, it's in storage. Carbon fiber lip in the back. That's probably aftermarket. Little add-on there. Little ducktail. Okay. White face gauges. GTR steering wheel. It's got a little turbo timer down here. Interior looks pretty good and complete. That's what you guys want to look for. This little bubble right here, that's common. That's just the adhesive going bad. He's been messing with the interior, so he took off this bezel. I wonder what he was up to. Maybe it's loose. The clips are broken. Who knows? Got some other spare parts over here. Interesting. Let's look at the next one. All right. Man, just vacuum it. Okay, it's got the door card's missing the speaker grill. So, yeah, look, this kid's been doing some audio work. Oh, yes. The burnt bumper. Yeah, it looks like it's melted. Put some heat shielding there so you can blow some of those flames out the back. I always laugh at those because you're just burning fuel. It's got a rear diffuser. Not so bad. We can work with this. Gotta hide that license plate because I don't know. Can people look you up? I can't look anybody up with the license plate. But good way of keeping it secure. Oh, what? The engine's missing. Has 99% of the parts to fix. Only needs new valves and possibly a new clutch. All right. So this kid, I think this guy pulled the car apart, found something a little bit more than he was bargaining for, and abandoned the project. Let's see. Here's the motor. Painted. Twin turbo. It's an RB26. All right, here we go back to the same picture. So, this is something I'd want to investigate. I don't know, 19.5. I thought the car was still in one piece, but a little steep on the 19.5. I'd give him like 17, maybe $15,000. I'd give him that offer. Other than that, I don't know. Let's look at the DJ equipment. Some turntables. Have no idea what I'm looking at, but this is really cool. Some techniques. Up for sale is a pristine pair of Techniques SL 1200 M3D turntables, a true classic for the vinyl. Nope. $700. We're looking at cars. SVX. This was Subaru's answer to the Supra, the 3000 GT, the NSX, and they failed miserably. This was significantly underpowered. I mean, it's a cool looking car. It's got the toll windows for the toll booths. I would just be scared if this part broke, or any of these windows broke. I mean, this would be very hard to find. It was cool looking. It's actually the predecessor of the little XT that looked like a little coffin, rolling coffin, and they were called the same name as the Stars. What was it? The Acleon or the Acelion? Lots of new parts. Daily driver, clean, open title, interior 8 out of 10. Runs and drives and shifts, needs AC belt for AC, and Speedo works when it wants to. Looking for trades or cash. Not many of these still on the road. Thanks for looking. 1995. You just spent some serious cash. Knock sensor wire. He did the brakes. It's a pretty good price for, I guess these were he bought the parts. There's no labor here. Interior looks pretty complete. Look at that handbrake, man. Look at that parking brake. That looks like something out of like a jet fighter. But instead of making you go, it makes you stop. It's like that thing that Maverick hits when he's gonna go and let the other guy fly by. Like the air brakes or something. I don't know. It's automatic. That's pretty complete. Though the adhesive is going bad here, so this is starting to fall apart. I'm sure you can get that fixed if you really put some time into it. You can probably find the correct adhesive to put that back together. It's got airbags. Most cars in 1995 didn't have their wait. Yeah, in 1995 was already a mandate for the airbags. The question is this OBD2? Because in 1995, 95, 96, there was like a crossover there. A lot of cars already came with the OBD2, but some didn't. Not until like 96, there was a must-have. Okay, we're missing some parts on the door card. I guess he cut this out. To do what? What are you going to do? Ay. No, he took this off. He took this off for some reason, probably to reupholster it. Ooh, it's got the OEM cassette deck. These were made by Clarion back in the day. That's who they contracted for their OEM radios. They were not bad. They were good stereos. Little cubby part here. Looks like he spilled something here, like a acetone or coffee or something that changed the color. Don't forget, it wants to remind you you're driving a manual. So don't start shifting this thing. Back seats. Oh, look at that. Had a headrest. Didn't even know that. Little leather piece in the middle of the roof liner. It's red. Paint looks good. And we start recycling through the pictures. $3,500. If you really wanted a SVX, not bad. All right, some books. I'm curious. What the heck are these books? Oh no, these are parts. These are NOS parts. New old stock. Bring your own tote, like 27-gallon, and whatever you can fit in that bin. Put a $20 cash in my hand, and that's all. That's it. Does many trips as you want. $20 every full tote. What the heck? Okay, some old stock from the 60s. Block Chevys. Yeesh, Jacksonville. Oh, look. 9 to 4 on Friday, 10 to 4 on Saturday. I guess this shop is closing up, or some guy's garage is going to get raided. Probably an old shop. Who knows? Oh, look at all these parts. Gosh. Filters. Look at that new old stock. Some of this stuff is not even good. Because the elements in the air filters go bad. They deteriorate after time. But these head gaskets, some of these head gaskets might be still good. Might be sought after. Some connecting rods. Look at that. Some blocks. Got a 8-cylinder over here. There's a 4-cylinder over here. Just, it would be a risk to come in there for $20. I don't know. Oh yeah, this looks like an old. Must have been an old auto parts store or an old mechanic shop. Oh well. All right, 1947 Ford pickup truck. This is 77 years old. Starts it up. Oh, it's got a patina. He probably clear coated it. And it's got a modern engine in it. Yeah, you can tell because it's the serpentine belt. They didn't have serpentine belts back in those days. Look at that. Slammed to the ground. Probably some 20-inch wheels. That looks pretty trick. That looks rad, dude. Okay, 1947 Ford Rat Rod pickup truck. Sitting on 1992 S10 frame with original S10 4.3 engine and automatic transmission. Runs and drives great. New tires, fuel tank, and sending unit just installed. One of a kind patina on this truck. Yeah, of course, because you just clear coated whatever was wrong with it. So, yeah, okay. Only needs a new headliner installed. No trades. See less. That's just a button. That's a link. Okay. 20 grand. I don't know. Miami, Florida. Yeah, they're taxing everybody in Miami, Florida, but I don't think this is worth 20 G's. It looks pretty cool. Would be fun to have, but not for 20 grand. Right, a flash carbon mirror caps. What are we looking at here? The hell did this guy do to his BMW? He put Christmas tree lights all over it. I got them from my F32, but they fit on a few others. Only owned for about a month. What are you talking about? Oh, these covers for the mirrors. Get out of here. 20, 30 bucks. All right, Coke machine. This one's pretty cool. 275 bucks. Nope, that's a little too much for a beat up old Coke machine. It's the real thing though. It's got a bird on top. Let's see. It powers up, but does not cool. Right now, 275 till I clean it up. Yeah, this guy's trying to do a vintage tax. I don't even know if you can get Coke bottles that'll actually fit in this anymore, right? Because I think the Coke bottles changed. So I wonder what year this is. The refrigerator part is all in bad condition. This would be all have to be retrofitted, and quite a bit of rust at the bottom. Not unexpected, being that a lot of condensation falls down there, but no way, man. Come on. 275 bucks? 100 bucks, man. Get that out of your way. So what you would do is you'd put the money in, and this door would open, and then you'd grab one of the bottles. Then you'd have a bottle opener here, and your change would pop out here. I guess back in those days, it was like a nickel for a soda pop. My question is, how many could you get? Or was it like an honor system? I don't know. I've never had to deal with one of these machines. Right on. Do not deposit coin if bottles are not visible. Because there's probably some dude that put the money in and not even looking. Oh, a motorcycle. Let's see. 2022 Royal Enfield Interceptor. I don't even know. Looks like a cool bike. All right. A gas tank. 1984 Mitsubishi minicab. Come on, guys. Put the picture of... that's what this is. These are cool. A lot of people are importing these things. There are some states that don't consider these cars street legal. So, if you're looking to buy one of these, make sure... Oh, I think it was Georgia that made it. Will crank but smokes and skips. So it's got a misfire. And you can't register it. Some of these things you can't register. It's just for if you got a big property and you need, just like what this guy has a big property, wants to move around some hay bales without having to turn on his F-150. Throw them back here. Bam. Problem solved. It's probably the fuel tank. In Florida, I know you can get them registered, but you can't get on the highway with them. It would just be too dangerous. I don't think you'd want to. $2,000. Let's see what we got. A Jeep Wrangler, a CJ7, super fun CJ7 I had time. Bought it years ago and never had time to rebuild it. Engine was replaced with the 1980s AMC straight 6. Which the parts for those AMC engines are hard to find. This isn't a jump in and drive away Jeep. It needs a lot of work from someone who knows what they're doing. As far as Jeeps go, I know that the CJ7s, the CJ series, are sought after because of their simplicity. Yeah. These are pretty neat. Definitely needs a lot of work, and it looks like the body's rusting pretty bad here. Look at this. Ooh. All right, it's got a winch. I wasn't a big Jeep fan, but hey, look at that. There is rust all over. We can see that. Like I said, I drove it for fun, and then it became yard art for the past few years. And now Christmas is coming around the corner, and they need a little bit of cash. The old lady's probably like, "Get this freaking thing out of here!" Another Coke machine, $100. That's a good price. Jacksonville, vintage. Yeah, this seems like a cool one. Mountain Dew Diet Coke, caffeine-free Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah, look at this one. I've seen this one. I've actually seen this as a kid. 35 cents, dude. I remember the big button, and the can will come out. Motivated to sell, make me an offer. Vintage 1970s Coke machine. See pictures for model number. Comes with key. The compressor's out. Have been told it's not repairable because you use a refrigerant that you can't get anymore. It is roughly 57 inches tall, 27 inches wide, and 27 deep. I'm pretty sure you can retrofit these things, but not repair it. Dixie Narco. Let's see what kind of refrigerant does it do. Tested pressures. Doesn't tell you suitable for outdoor use. Listed refrigerant vending machine. 332H. Whatever that means. All right, yo, eek. This needs a lot of attention. All right, let's see if it tells us. Because I know that some of them use 134A, some of them use 12A as a refrigerant. Oh, it's just telling you how to load up the sodas. Some Mountain Dew in there, hell yeah, dude. That's some cool shit. All right, 1984 RX-7 Mazda. These are the first gens. These are the ones with the 12As in them. Let's see what do we got here. This is the second the facelift one. The first gens have two versions of the taillights. The ones that have the bar that goes all the way across, or the ones that are split and it has like a distinct body panel here. Let's see if we can find one. Got some bumpers missing. Here's another one. This is, I guess it comes with a spare parts car. White Mazda RX-7 recently painted, no engine. Red Mazda RX-7 is just for parts, no engine. Hey, $4,000 you get two cars. I'm selling both. If you buy the white one, you get the red one with it. Yep. That's what you need, man. Sometimes this is how it is. If you're gonna have an old car, you might have to have a parts car. It's what I'm considering with the Subaru. I'm just gonna have to find a parts car. Hopefully a sedan. A Blockbuster sign. That's dope. It's a little scuffed up. If this was a rug, I'd be all in. Like that rug that when you first came into the Blockbuster, that'd be rad. All right, a 1977 Bianco S. I don't know which way it's supposed to be going, either forward or backwards. Yeek. Well, you can tell by the headlights, but let's see what else we got. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's from Brazil. I'm not even going to read all that. Not something I'm interested in. Jeez. This is definitely a kit car or something. Bianco Vehicle S history produced in Brazil, launched. No, it's a legit car. It's not a kit car. Huh. Looks like a Ferrari and a Vet got together and made this. It's a rear engine. Pretty rad. Just not feeling that front end on there. Shifters all the way up in the front. Weird. Very strange. Power windows. This is 1977. Uh-oh. baller right here. 1994 Nissan Skyline GTR R32. $5.6 million? What? It's got an RB26, 5-speed. No dings, no dents. Interior's gray. Oh, okay, he wants $56,900. You put it for $5,690,000. HKS power. Some of the add-ons are HKS power. Cutback exhaust. So I guess it's catback. Blitz air filter. Aftermarket work wheels. Tane coilovers. Boost gauge. Aftermarket carroceria radio. That's for Pioneer. Looks like their premium brand. GTR floor mats, Momo steering wheel, N1 GTR headlights with N1 GTR front bumper. JDM import cars for sale. Is this guy a dealer? Looks like it. Visit the Japanese car hub. All right. Oh, she's pretty. Very pretty. Right-hand drive. Ooh, look at the dash. It's in good condition. It doesn't have that bubble that you usually find. And everything's put together. Look at that. It's all complete. This, not so good. Because you cut into the... You probably cut or drilled into the dash. Somebody did. Aftermarket steering wheel. Stock seats. Stock rears with the Alcantara center. These seats are pretty OEM. Alcantara, I believe I'm pronouncing it right. Bluish gray on gray. RB26 has seen better days. Everything seems to be there. This is a twin turbo. Anti-lock brakes. Exposed air filters. All right, this is cool. It's got the trunk and all the trunk lining. A lot of people take this stuff out. I don't understand. You're not saving any weight and you're still driving it on the street. Leave that stuff alone. Leave it alone. Oh, look at that. The spare. The OEM spare. Look at that. Probably gonna need that. Change out that tire. These tires are really hard to change out and find. Sometimes these things are just as expensive as all 4 tires. All right. That's a good one. Let me see. Did I miss something? Okay, the engine bay. Side view, rear view, GTR, taillights are all there. Looks like everything's complete. Let's see. Oh wait, let's take a look at the. Yeah, that's stuck on, so maybe it's not so bad. Maybe they didn't drill into it. Just regular wear and tear. 52,000 miles for 1994. This has hardly been driven. An engine memo cabinet. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. What would I store in there? Looks like a night table. I don't know. I don't know why that pops up on my feed. Let's see what else we got. Parts and accessories. Engine parts. An old organ. Is that an organ? Presidential bingo blower console. An RC Winnebago. What? They want a lot for it. $350. I mean, that's pretty cool. Dude, imagine getting this and make it into a drift car. That'd be so cool. All right. Thank you, Facebook Marketplace.